Oh man, we've begun.
Oh no. Podcast time.
Welcome to our podcast. Welcome to our podcast. This is our podcast. I just want to say, we have been thinking about this for a long time, but today's the day, you know?
Today's
is our
the day
podcast.
We sit down and do it.
So.
Same brain.
Un cell between the three of us. Yeah, there's two of us.
Why is my door all the way open? It probably
Because you
shouldn't
left it
be.
all the way open.
Shut up.
No. No.
Yes.
No. Okay, while you're doing that, I'm gonna tell our listeners to
Take my place being very sexy back here.
I'm gonna tell our listeners that Audible. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So I guess this is where I interview you, because you're on the Sigmund Freud couch. Yeah, we definitely need to interview you. What's wrong? What's wrong?
What's wrong is that the audio listeners won't know what's happening.
You're recording.
I know. That doesn't mean they're gonna keep the tab open and watch.
But that's where it gets fun. Also, that adds to the flavor, I think.
You know what? You're right.
When you don't know what's happening, it adds to the flavor. Also, we angled it in the best way possible, where all they're going to see is the side and the back of... Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you this. From Lancaster to your homes.
Don't tell them where I live.
You don't even live in Lancaster. From Wilkes-Barre, from Allentown, all the way to you. From Miami.
Oh my god. Can I kill you? Can that be an option?
Remember, you're recording this.
I know.
So it'll be on tape, on video, on audio.
I'm so aware.
Your intentions.
I'm so aware.
You're like, that's the fun part of it. So, what story have you come to tell us? I'm gonna move this mic around to mess with the audio.
That's gonna be a joy to end it.
Oh, you're gonna have a great time with this.
So what story have I come to tell? I have come to tell the story of one man, one job.
That has transferred to one man, no job.
Correct!
Very quickly.
Yes! You know exactly
One man, no job.
You know exactly what the deal is. It's perfect. Simply incredible. I mean, look at me.
One man, no job.
So, the joys of job searching were not
Oh my
joyful.
god.
What?
Joys of job searching? Jodges? You know like FOMO, like fear of missing out. Joy of job searching. Joy of being alone. Continue.
And this is why I can't trust you.
With what? Taxes?
This is why.
Credit card information? Definitely don't trust me with that. Definitely not with that.
This is why. This is why my brain ends up getting scrambled, and then suddenly we're talking.
Well, it's
about
because
something else.
it's because it's made of eggs. That is.
I mean, yeah, my brain is literally the egg sandwich I had. When
Can
we
I
got
tell you?
here.
Can I tell the people
Yes.
what kind of thing you did this morning?
Yes.
So, this cheapo decided, hey, I'm gonna get a sandwich, but instead of buying a sandwich, I'm gonna order food, and then ask for bread on the side, and shove it into the bread.
Bread on the side. It came with
And shove it into the bread and make a sandwich.
What do you want from me? It came with 4 slices of toast. You think I was going to let those slices of the toast just be 8 as slices of toast?
This monster, instead of paying $13 for a sandwich, said, listen, shove me some eggs and some bread. And I'm going to make do. And didn't even eat both of them.
No.
And it was just eggs and bread. There was no ketchup.
Ew. Who puts ketchup on eggs?
I do.
Why?
It tastes good.
That's a cardinal sin.
Okay, Miss Cardinal Sin. Okay, Miss Cardinal Copia Sin.
Listen, at least I'm dressed in red.
Red and black are my favorite color combo, and if you come for my love for red and black one more time, I'm gonna throw something at you. And it might be this microphone, it might be that giant screen right there.
Okay. Okay, Dad, calm down.
And now I'm gonna tell my listeners about Audible.
We're not sponsored, by the way. Don't think that we're sponsored. We don't have a sponsor.
Never in a million years will this ever be sponsored.
No.
I'm just saying.
It'll simply exist, and we
So,
won't.
so this is basically the test run podcast because we have no idea what to talk about if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, I went from jobs to eggs. So,
Yeah.
You know, that's just how it works.
Yeah. So I think we should do a little blast from the past.
Oh, no.
I think we should tell the story of how we met.
Oh, God, alright.
Now, there's 2 perspectives on how this happened. So I'm going to tell both sides of it.
Okay.
I'm going to tell the real side and you're going to tell the fake one.
Shut up.
I'm just saying. So, 3 years ago?
It's longer than that.
10th grade.
That's 4 years ago.
3 to 4 years ago. So 3 to 4 years ago, this turd stumbled into Evergreen.
Love you.
Love you too. Stumbled her way into Evergreen. And we were introducing ourselves in Mrs. Katz's class. And this hooker stands up, is like, my name's... and then sits back down.
Shut your mouth.
I can't! This is the truth! I'm telling the truth.
I mean, it was at the time.
It was at the time.
But...
I gave them a time frame 3 to 4 years ago. This was before the rapture.
Okay.
So before the rapture. So that's how I found out their name. And then we began this lovely adventure known as Envirathon. Now, nobody did a damn thing in Envirathon besides walk and talk and eat Oreos. And they weren't even Oreos. They were like knockoff off the shelf, fell off the shelf into someone's cart by accident, and purchased Oreo cookies.
Sounds about right.
And I think you showed up to one Envirathon meeting, and that was it.
Literally once.
Yeah.
One time was enough.
Once and then nonce.
One time was enough.
So that's how I found out about them. And then they realized, hey, you guys got an empty seat at your table. Mind if I join?
This is absolutely false. This
Yeah.
is absolutely false.
Fuck you. We said, hey, we got an empty seat at our table. Please fill this void. And then,
Just like, okay.
and then you
all right, that's fine.
slowly snaked your way. What? There's a beeping sound and I'm very concerned.
Don't worry, it's my grandfather's nice little fire company alert. It's
Again? Half the country's on fire?
uh-huh.
Oy. So,
It's fine.
you snaked your way into our table, and you began speaking to a man that we will for now... Oh my god, what happened to you? Sejura.
I hit my stupid knuckle on my stupid brain.
Okay, we are not...
Leave me alone. Just leave me to die on this bed, to be honest.
Bye.
That's what needs to happen.
So anyway, you snaked your way into the table, and you... We'll call this person Odin. We'll call him that.
Ugh.
That's how we described him. That's how my mother knows him.
Ugh.
You snaked your way into that, and you began speaking to him, unfortunately. Like we all had to.
Tragedy, really.
Yes, tragedy unfolded very quickly. Rapidly, if I may say. If I may say so. And then you just got roped into this humble jumble, ding-dang dookie of a table. And here we are, 4 years later, living in Lancaster, like Larry. Now, what's your side of this?
So, circa 2017. I think.
Think? I don't remember.
Circa 2017. It's the first day of high school, going back from cyber school. Now, here's the thing about cyber school.
It's online.
When it wasn't cool.
It was online.
No,
Did I just break your chair?
No.
No.
That's that.
Okay.
Here's the thing about cyber school. It was everything that, like,
It shouldn't have been.
it shouldn't have been, and it was everything that, like, needed to happen now, but didn't, because it was bad. So, basically, imagine quarantine, before quarantine was, like, a thing we all had to do. That was my life for the last 3 years before coming into this mess of a school. So,
If Jill ever finds this, do you know how fast we'll get our diplomas revoked? Swipe.
Listen, I love it. I love that it's a mess, but it's also a mess. Okay?
Yeah.
So, I walk in, and I am like, a shy person. So I don't talk to anybody. I just go to my locker, put my stuff away, and hope that, maybe I will be left alone.
Nah. You came to the wrong place, bud.
So, I'm kind of just walking around, getting used to, like, the surroundings of the place, and this very nice teacher is like, hey.
Who?
I think it was Ben.
Ah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Philip Charles. It was Philip Charles.
He's like, hey, you're new here. You need someone to show you around. And I'm like, yes, I do. He was like, well, why don't you and Rebecca go around? They will show you the ropes.
That's what happened?
We were outside. We met outside.
I don't remember. It was 5 years ago. It was 27 years ago that this happened.
We introduced each other. You were like, all right, let's go. I'm going to show you everything that's cool. And I was like, okay.
What the fuck did I even show you then? The dumpster?
You were like, this is outside. And I'm like, yes, foreign land. Let's go. You were also like, all the cool people sit at this table. Why don't you come
Was it our table?
Yeah.
I love that.
You were like, all the cool people sit at this table. Why don't you come here? Take a seat. We'll protect you.
Fair enough. Sounds about right.
And I was like, okay, didn't say a word to anybody else.
You were mute for like the first 17 years that we have known you.
For real.
Literally mute.
And you carried on conversation with, Jake. This was before Cody was part of the table too. So it was just like Jake, the people we don't talk to anymore.
The people I literally haven't heard about in like 3 years.
The people that left and never came back.
Thankfully.
True. And then like 3 people that we actually keep in contact with. And then from there, it was a very slow building year of me saying 1 to 2 words every time you would ask me a question.
Oh, plot twist. We still used Kik to talk to each other.
God.
We were... Now, by this point, Kik was already non-existent, and we still used it to talk.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, it was... We were like... Hey, so what do you like to do? We were literally in, like, the talking phase.
For real.
Yeah.
It was just like what do you
do you, no, what's your hair color? Like, that's how we were talking to each other.
It really was. It really was.
It was just awkward.
What's your favorite color?
Turquoise.
But that was the first year, and then the glory days.
Oh my god.
Slowly arrived for the next 2 years. The drama was high strung.
Drama, conflama, and diorama. I don't know if that's a real word. Diorama? I don't know. Diagram? Water.
Diluted.
Diffusion?
Hotel Trivago.
What? Yeah.
But yeah, that was the mess of how we met. And we've been chaotic together ever since.
Now, let's discuss the first time I ever came over to your residence. Because that took a very different turn than how we actually met.
I did. Did I warn you about the roof situation before you came over?
Oh yeah. So this person didn't have a roof. They had a roof, but it was like those ceiling tiles from a school that you could.
For context, we're not talking about the actual roof.
No.
The basement.
Yeah, this person got kicked out of their home and into a basement that was still in their home. So this person, I'm gonna break this chair if I keep sitting in it, but they had a ceiling above them that was falling apart every fucking day.
Water leaked out of that thing. So.
It's like they did it, and then halfway through they realized, like, I'm only gonna be living in this part of the room. I'm not gonna do the other half. Right. Ceiling gone.
Water leaking.
Hotel Trivago. So I go into this person's house and I meet the parent. I meet everybody in the vicinity, the grandmother, the grandparents. I meet them all. And then the pièce de résistance, the cat. Now, this cat is the fluffiest son of a cat I ever did see. He has a mustache. But what I did not realize is that he does not like to be picked up. What do I like to do to cats? I pick them up. I put them in a bag. I throw them in the back of my car. He didn't appreciate that, and neither did this person. So for like a year,
I really went and said no.
For a year, this cat was terrified of me. But now we're besties, right? I'm not talking about you and me. We hate each other. I'm talking about the cat.
Yeah, now my cat tolerates you.
Now your cat, sorry. Now your cat sort of likes me.
And your cat hates me.
Is a beast from hell.
But your cat hates everybody, so it's...
My cat has nobody to like.
Except for Cody.
That is true.
For whatever reason. That's just how it works.
My cat definitely didn't like Miss Thing. When she came over to my house for the first time, we were all in my basement and my cat said no.
Yikes.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It was, rough. That was the last time they ever came to my house. I think that was the last time I ever saw them because then COVID.
Love it.
COVID. Literally.
COVID.
Yeah.
Video killed the radio star. I know you hate me.
I do. That was awful.
I know.
That was terrible.
I know. I'm literally the worst. Why do you continue to tolerate my presence?
Because you're the only one who tolerates mine. You're the one who's like, yeah, you can come over.
You're just like, Gray,
Invite
get
me.
over here and let me get over there. And then I say, alright, I guess.
You're like, fine, you know where I live. Unfortunately.
I could have withheld my address from you.
You should have withheld your address from me. Now I'm gonna be here.
I was gonna get up, but then my body said no.
I think that's a mental illness.
You know, that's
You know, body, mind, and soul. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
just gonna
No! Then I'll have to pick you up.
What?
She's been floored. This is now my podcast. Also, we've turned into furries. We've turned into cat boys. We went into a Hot Topic today for the first time in, 77 years? Because Hot Topic is not really that cool anymore. And we've become cat people.
I emerge. Ugh. Yeah.
No. If. All right, this is the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us, you guys. I think this is time. Also, I'm surprised I haven't gotten us copyrighted yet. You remember how I always sing everything in every video you've ever done?
You're peeking the mic. You're peeking the mic.
I'm peeking the mic!
Oh my god. Can we talk about how far away I get? Like, look at where my normal voice is sitting, and then you're just like...
And my normal voice is literally breaking everything. Also, can we just talk? No. Can we talk about these children? We've talked about this before.
Oh no.
Can we talk about the children, the 7-year-olds, the 6-year-olds, the newborns, who are sitting in their parents' basement like they own the place, unboxing things and getting money for it?
What a tragedy.
I don't know
I
don't know if this counts as child labor, but it's fucking awful. Because it's my money that I should be getting.
Genuinely. And then it's just like the parents are like, alright, sweetie, sit in front of the camera, do a good job, and we get to pay rent. Like, that's manipulative and exploitative.
That's also genius!
True.
You know, if I ever procure a child, you know I'm sitting that little bugger down. And I'm like, listen, kiddo, you better open them Pokemon slowly. And you better show them people. And then you better take the check.
Johnny, you better sit down and open that box.
It's literally like Mommy Dearest, but 2020. Also, I'm the old Betty who's about to be making all the references that nobody knows about. Do you know Mommy Dearest? Exactly.
I love how I used both hands.
When I told you to call me Mommy Dearest, I wanted you to mean it. Alrighty, this has turned into something that we didn't need it to turn into. Do we pull the plug? I think it's time to pull the plug. Thanks so much for joining, you guys.
You've been on life support for far too long.
I relate. I agree.
Thank you for tuning into this mess.
Bye.
Goodbye.